few months ago, I heard about an opportunity to work with a composer at the Royal Conservatoire in Glasgow to create a piece of music based on my PhD project. I jumped at the chance to do this because I think it's really important for research to be shared more broadly than solely through academic channels and communicated to a wider and more diverse audience. And I can't imagine a more engaging and creative way of doing this than through music.
The reason why I choose Anna's research is because I explore different aspects of climate change and of the Anthropocene within my music as a way to rethink ideas of nature and of ecology. Anna's research is based on the Aguajal ecology and negotiates both the ecological as well as the sociopolitical and legal effects of harvesting the aguajales. For people wondering what the aguajales are specific palm trees that we can find in the Peruvian Amazon rainforest.
My research is taking an interdisciplinary approach, using the natural and social science methods to try to understand, firstly, how the social, legal and political regulations and structures in Peru influence the harvesting practices of rural communities, and secondly, how these harvesting practices and methods of obtaining the aguaje fruits physically and ecologically impact the peatlands in the Pastaza-Marañón Fallen Basin. It's important to understand this relationship from both ecological and social perspectives so that regional and national decision makers in Peru can ensure that the peatlands are protected from harm, while simultaneously allowing the rural communities who live near them to access the natural resources that they need, and to enable the decision makers and the government to plan exactly how to manage this complex dynamic relationship to ensure that both the communities and the ecologically important peatlands continue to thrive in future.
The way we collaborated with Anna is that she sent me lots of data, both ecological and sociopolitical, she collected when she visited that region. She also sent me interviews she had with locals and some field recordings. I tried to analyze and understand all the data she sent me, and I ended up with an ecological data chart that shows the effects of the two different natural resource harvesting activities. The one is by climbing the trees, and the other one is by cutting the trees down in order to get the fruits. What was really interesting about analyzing this chart is that each harvesting activity developed different pathways of effects, that in some cases some effects were overlapping other effects and pathways, and thus some natural loops and natural overlaps were also created, and in the end a natural cycle could be seen that was repeating itself. What I did is that I tried to translate each pathway as a musical phrase, and I structured the piece based on the chart and, of course, the pathways that were created. So the piece, in the end, becomes a root game or a pathway game piece that the performers, as a duo, need to decide the way they're going to harvest the aguajales, and then they need to decide the pathway of effects of the way they choose. In order to complete the piece, they need to explore different pathways and explore different effects and both harvesting activities. That's all. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoy my piece, and thank you.
It's been really great to work with Antonia, to learn about her creative process and how she approached the work, and also to see my research through the eyes of someone from such a different discipline and background. I find the combination of and collaboration between different subject areas in one project is really interesting, and it's been so much fun to work on. I really hope you enjoy the piece of music. Thank you.
In this first pathway that we'll perform, we will cut the palms, destroying the number of trees, or decreasing the number of trees. Earth, Mother Earth, tell me how In this fourth pathway, we will cut the palms, decreasing the overall biodiversity. Earth, Mother Earth, tell me how. Mother Earth, tell me I have a dream. I have a dream, I have a dream to see palm trees, sweet palm trees. We will now perform the second movement, where we climb the palms and cut the fruit. I have a dream to climb the trees, a dream. What shall I dream of? To climb the trees, ecological society, a dream. To climb the palm trees, sweet palm trees, I have a dream. I have a dream to see the palm trees, pretty palm trees. We now return to the first movement and perform the second pathway, where we cut the palms, leading to an increase in the mortality of neighbouring trees. Earth, Mother Earth, Mother, tell me how to